All right, y'all, we back again today with another video. Today we're going to be doing a review and unboxing on the shoe. I've had this shoe for quite some time now. I had it a couple of days. I did review it already and uploaded a video, but I wasn't pleased with the video and the content inside the video, so I'm just going to reshoot it and give my honest thoughts and opinions on the sneaker. If this is your first time stopping through, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, if you get a chance, can you please go check out some of the previous videos that I did. A lot of those videos are doing really well, but they could be doing a lot better. I think the last upload that I did was some sneakers that I purchased this year that I would want to, possibly double up on. I went in a little further detail inside the video, so if you go check that video out, I would appreciate it. So finally, with all that out of the way, we can kind of get into the sneaker. I have had this sneaker for quite some time now. I received it in the mail like a couple of days ago. Like I said earlier, I did shoot the video and upload it, but I just wasn't pleased with it, and I felt that I missed out on a lot of details within the shoe. So I'm gonna reshoot it and try to go over some of the stuff that I missed the first time. The shoe did release back in November, November 19th. It released on Maniere's website, and then they had a sneakers app release. I'm not really sure of the date, but I know they sold out on sneakers when they released on sneakers. And the resale wasn't too crazy on it, but I didn't purchase from Maniére, and I didn't purchase from Sneaker. I purchased from Sneaker Politics. That is a sneaker boutique based out of Louisiana. So if you guys want to go over there and shop with them, I'm sure they would. It does coming out all over black box. You got the Maniére A's going down the base of the box down there, and then up here on the top you have your Jordan Jumpman, and then your Maniére logo right there below it. Label on the box reads Air Jordan 6 Retro SP AMM Maniére, and this is a size 11. Colorway is Vapor Mauve Burgundy Ash, and I think these were marketed as a smoky mauve colorway, but at least that's what they said on sneakers. But I think on the Maniére website they market them as built for this. So just two different things, same sneaker. Peeling out the lid, you do get that artwork by Jamie Holmes. They do have an article up on the Maniére website, so if you want to go check that out and find out more about his artwork. This is a painting by Jamie Holmes. It's titled Malcolm, and it's just a young African-American Muslim engaged in one of Malcolm X's speeches, kind of looking up at Malcolm as he's making one of his famous speeches. But if you want to go find out more about his painting, they do have that article up on the website, and you can check that out. I think they did this for the 6s, and they did this for the 4s as well. So really great packaging, even better storytelling. So that's really cool. Like I said, I did purchase these from Sneaker Politics. This is my invoice, and then they gave me some stickers as well. Pulling off the paper, you have that white Maniére paper back there. The shoes do come individually wrapped like sandwiches, like that. You do get a white and green sticker down there in the bottom of the box. And taking the shoes out of the box, there you have them. The Air Jordan 6 Maniére. So this isn't a shoe that I initially had on my list. In fact, I didn't even know this was coming out this year. It just kind of crept up on us during the holidays. It is a very nice collab with a really good story. You know, I was so close in making a video about Maniére and some of their releases, because some of the releases are starting to get kind of watered down and redundant, but they really took their time with these, as well as the fours that they released this year. My biggest thing with Maniére is, you know, kind of stop doing, you know, the same silhouette. You know, you already did the fours, you already did the threes. You know, you should kind of, you know, move on to other silhouettes and kind of see what you can do there. But, you know, the sixes, you know, it's kind of like a breath of fresh air. You know, we haven't seen, you know, any Maniére sixes, so, you know, it's something new. Like I said, this colorway was marketed as a smoky mauve, but when you see it in hand, it's more so of a burgundy, kind of like a deep burgundy too, with the little hits around the tongue and back there around the spoiler. You do get that Nike Air. That Nike Air does appear black, but in hand, it's more so of a burgundy. This upper up here, all around, going around the shoe, it's kind of a very, I want to say like a light nubuck. It does have like some back and forth motions up there on the toe box. But yeah, coming down here to like the outsole, you do get the burgundy back there, kind of a creamed or aged outsole right there, cream Jumpman, and more of that burgundy up here. I do like that it kind of did the outsole where it's kind of like pre-aged, so when you start to wear it, you know, it won't kind of deter too far from this colorway. Like, it'll look like that, versus those translucent outsoles. When you start to wear those immediately get dirty. So you know, pre-aged outsoles on sixes, you know, they're pretty good, but, you know, pre-aged outsoles on, you know, retro ones are kind of, you know, a thing of the past now. But yeah, and kind of like my favorite part of the shoe is the ankle collar up here, where they kind of slim this down. The favorite part of the shoe is the ankle collar up here, where they slim this down. If you have any sixes in your collection, you know that, you know, when you get that six, you have that ankle collar that kind of protrudes out. It's more of a bulky kind of look to it. Matter of fact, kind of like these are my infrared sixes from 2019, and you see how you have that big puffy spot right there just pushing out, and same thing on the other side. But with these, you know, you don't have that. It's just more of a cleaner and like sleek look to it. Basically, they just slim the shoe down. But yeah. And kind of going inside, you know, Maniére is known for that quilted sock liner, so they have that on the inside. This isn't too thick and too padded, so, you know, it feels like it's going to be very, very comfortable. But I know the first pair of fours that they did, I think they kind of got carried away with the, you know, the quilted sock liner. It was just too thick to the point that it was just, you know, suffocating your foot when you put them in. It was just a little too tight. But going back here behind the tongue, you have those Maniére A's. If you can see it, it's kind of like a pattern. Going to the inside, you do get tissue paper, no sneaker trees. You do get a white Nike Air in there, and then your size sticker back there at the back. The reasons I think these flew under the radar is a lot of people had their attention on the Gamma 11s and the Black Cat 4s. Also, you know, the Soulfly 3s, a lot of people are trying to go after other shoes. Bugs Bunny 8s as well. those released it today. You know, unfortunately, I'm not able to get a pair, but I will double back and I will grab that shoe and have that shoe on the channel for a review. But you know, right now, my attention is on these. These did come with, you know, spare laces as well. They gave you a set of cream laces that I think will look really, really good in the shoe. I'm probably gonna put these in there and see how they look. And then I think they gave us a pair of black laces as well. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna use these in this. I'll probably just kind of hang on to these and try to use them for another shoe or something like that. You know, the black probably doesn't, you know, go well with that colorway. But those cream laces, yeah, I'm curious to see how those will look in the shoe. And yeah, I also have the ones, and I do have the cream laces in the ones. So, you know, kind of, you know, just kind of filling out the set. I still need to go back and grab the original Raised by Women 3s that released back in 2021. I feel like that would kind of, you know, complete the set. At least for me, I don't really need all those, you know, the 4s and the 12s. Both pairs of 5s, I really don't need those. If I were to go back and grab a 5, I would get the dust colorway, the darker colorway. But yeah, for right now, the 1s and the 6s, you know, it will sustain me for now. But you know, I will have to go back and grab those 3s. All in all, you know, a really good sneaker. We are supposed to be getting a lot of, you know, retro 6s next year. I know we're supposed to get the white infrared. They do have a sample pair of the black infrareds. I'm not really sure what they're calling those, but yeah, I'm still undecided. I think I did a video on those, and I'm still undecided on whether I'm picking up that pair of infrared 6s next year. I just don't need 2 colorways of pretty much the same shoe in my collection. Kind of like a waste of money. But you know, as more images come in and I get more information about the shoe, you know, I'll let you guys know whether I'm gonna buy that shoe or not. So I will be going after the I think the Maniére Dark Mocha 4s. Those release sometime in December as well. They kind of go hand in hand with the 6s. They come in the same packaging. They got, you know, the same artwork, you know, by Jamie Holmes. Those, you know, those look good as well. They kind of, you know, a lot of people have been making the comparison to like the Cave Stone 4s, but to me the Cave Stones are a little bit lighter than those Maniére 4s, and the Maniére 4s kind of have more like a premium feel to them and a premium look to them. So I will be trying to pursue those. You know, I passed up on the Cave Stones. I really wanted the Cave Stones, but you know, I passed up on them, and obviously for good reason. You know, you have the Maniére 4s that kind of are similar, so yeah, that'll be good enough for me. And like I always tell you guys, hard work is easy work when you're doing what you love to do. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all next time.